I scheduled this date. But man, am I nervous. I had to find one she could easily get into. So many places here have steps. Luckily, some coffee is always wanted. Even have pastries. So, this should go well. I mean, it's just us becoming friends. But she is rather cute. Oh, hey! Over here! I'm happy you were able to find this place. Oh, yeah, I should have guessed you would have come here before. It took me a while for me to find a place you could come in by yourself. I know, because of how you talked. You sounded like you wanted to be independent again, and the way for me to make sure you can is to take you to places you can get into. I couldn't believe how many places had steps to get inside. I really never thought about that stuff. I agree that if you get the chance to be independent, take it. Besides, all you really lost is the ability to walk or run. You can do anything else. Maybe with some changes to the norm. But you can. Like driving. I've seen there's this, mechanism that you can use to control the speed and brakes with your hands. So you can still drive. Though I bet it's expensive. Stupid companies always making accessibility hard to get for some stupid reason. Some people can't get the things they need to get around because it's so expensive. But they can't get a job that will help them pay for it without that stuff, so they can't get a job to pay for what they need, and they can't get the equipment they need to get the job because they can't get to the job. So it's an endless cycle. Oh, you already have one. I guess your family really wanted you to be able to get around on your own. Like you wanted. Maybe you can drive me around and show me how it works? Also, the ramp is pretty needed. It must have cost an arm and a leg. I guess it did cost you your legs. Though, I didn't think you'd make that kind of joke. Yeah, humor helps me too with bad situations. Well, since you're okay with humor like that, could I use it? I'd rather ask and know if it's okay before doing it and ruining this budding friendship of ours. Oh, I couldn't imagine saying anything cruel. That's not my style. Plus, I find it really rude. But if I do go over a line, please tell me. Well, we should order our food. After that, maybe you can drive me around and show me the places you like to go. I live in the next town over, and I usually never leave, so I don't know this one that well. If you're up for that, why are you sitting? Yeah, that was a bad one, wasn't it? But I thought I'd try. Oh, that mocha was so good. I kind of forgot how coffee tasted because I don't normally drink it because I find it too bitter. I usually drink energy drinks. Maybe my taste buds have finally changed to adult ones that like the bitter taste. Well, yeah, that's why I went with it. But normally I could still taste the intense bitterness of coffee. Even with the very sugary chocolate in it, I have a very sensitive tongue. I can taste most things other can't. I got it from my mom. Yeah, it was cool to learn in college. They did a lab where you tested what rare genetics you have, like hair and eye color, which is normal for me. But they had everyone taste a piece of paper. I remember tasting it and I almost threw up. It was so bitter that coffee didn't even compare. It was a test to see if you had a wide range of tastes, sort of thing. Some people tasted nothing and were wondering why I reacted like that. The professor was like, well, if you taste it, you have special taste buds that can taste more things than others. While others who really taste it, they have even stronger taste buds. Both are rare, while the latter one is even rarer. I remember when he was saying that, I was trying to get the taste off my tongue. Let me look it up. Ah, it's called PTC paper, and I can get some. I also want to test it to see if it tastes less strong now. Next time? So, this is going so well that you want to hang out again? So does that mean we're friends now? That's awesome. And yeah, we can be friends. Hey, maybe next time I can show you around my town. Oh, I will check and make sure you can go where I want to show you. I do know a few things that you can't do, like rock climbing, but there are other things we can do. There's a science place where you can try different things, and it's all wheelchair accessible. They have like an electricity thing where all you need is your hands and you'll turn the wheels to create electricity. There's also an ocean area where you can see different things like how the waves work and how it can change the way the sand on the ocean floor lands. There is so much there. I know it's mostly for kids to learn things, but I find it as a fun place to visit once in a while, though only once every few years because they only change a few things every year, and going back while you remember everything there can make it boring. I'm sorry, I'm kind of ranting. Thanks. I thought I was being annoying. So this is your car. It looks normal. Oh! Cool. So the ramp comes out from the side door, then all you just do... just roll up, then turn and roll into the driver's side. What is that on the floor? Oh, right. You would have to lock your wheelchair in so you don't roll back while driving. Have you ever done that before? Oh, God. That had to be scary. With you accelerating and then you start rolling back. I would have been clinging to the steering wheel like my life depended on it. Which it could. Oh, yeah. Let's get going. I'll just get into the passenger side then. So, where are you taking me? Ooh, a park. I love parks, especially if they have a lot of trees and flowers. Also, it's a nice and quiet place to just relax. I'm guessing you've been there a few times? Well, that's good that you have. I guess it's very accessible for you then. Cool. So, are there some nice flowers there? Oh, that's great. I love gardens. Do you know what's in it? Marigolds are a classic along with lilies. But sunflowers will be nice to see. I also can't wait to see what other flowers they have. Well, let's get going. Wow, this place is pretty accessible. Concrete pathways and ones that branch off so you can look around. So, how far is this flower garden? Oh, I can see it. Ooh, I can see lavender and hydrangeas. Yeah, I know a bit about flowers. My grandma has her own flower garden, and I used to help her. So I learned some flower names over time. Yeah, I used to help her a lot. I usually helped with the planting and adding mulch to protect them, along with the weeding. When she got sicker and couldn't do much, I helped her with getting new flowers and watering them. Yes. I lost her a few years ago now. She lived until the age of 87, which isn't bad. But I wanted her to stay longer. Though at the same time, I knew she was suffering. She got really sick, and over a year, she lost all her strength, and eventually her heart gave out. I miss her dearly, but I know she loved us all, and she was grateful to me and my parents because we took care of her until she left. Yes, I helped her. My parents are a bit old, so I did most of the work. I had to help her get up and down because I was the only one able to, and eventually she had no strength, so we had to take her to the hospital for the last month of her life. She couldn't even sit up on the toilet or shower, so I helped till I couldn't do it on my own. I'm pretty strong, but I eventually wasn't strong enough. Yes. I still love her. I'm surprised. Most people say sorry. It's refreshing not to hear it. Many people say it because they don't know what to say, and saying sorry isn't acceptable a response. Well, enough about my sad past. I prefer to talk about the good times. Like when she taught me some good dishes, or showed me how to use my green thumb. I want to remember the good times I had with her. Yeah. Well, we are here. These are really pretty. Ooh, a pink lily. My grandma had white ones, so I haven't seen many of the other ones. I've seen them along with yellow ones in the bouquets at the flower shop, but not ones currently growing. I think they look a lot better because they have yet to be cut. Well, I doubt they can be cut since this is a flower garden. Oh, cool. You can take a flower every visit. Though, I doubt a lot of people take them. They are so beautiful. I see. You only get a flower if they have your favorite. So, what's your favorite flower? A blue iris. Those are pretty, and usually rare and expensive if I remember correctly. Well, it matters what kind of iris. Ah, that makes sense. If they plant the regular purple ones, there is a chance that there is a mutation that causes one to become blue. Or, if they leave the flowers and they crossbreed and reseed, then after winter, they can grow up and there's a chance for it to be blue. I bet it is beautiful when you do see one. I bet a lot of them are picked too by others because they're so pretty. Well, let's explore this garden and see what they have this time. And we can enjoy the rest of the day. You want to know what my favorite flower is? Well, my favorite flower is Forget-Me-Not. It's a light blue kind of flower with some yellow in the center. Why that one? Well, I just always liked it. It's kind of like a really small flower and it kind of clusters together. But I think I like it because of the meaning. Well, flowers have meaning sometimes. Like, people give roses, specifically like red roses for the one you love, yellow roses for those that you call close friends and stuff. The Forget-Me-Nots are kind of a way of saying, because they would be picked and given to somebody you've lost, as a way of saying to them, you will not be forgotten. Or it's like, I care about you, and all this other stuff. But that's mine. Yeah. I have a reason why. Because of my grandma? Partially. But I like them beforehand. I'm not ready to explain why. And it's a bit of a long story. Let's just enjoy the rest of the day. As I said earlier. Yeah. Well, let's get... I wanted to say, let's continue this walk. And then I was like, wait, no, she can't walk. And then I wanted to say, let's get on a roll, or let's roll. But my brain wasn't working. Yeah, well, I know I'm not the best at these little kind of jokes. Plus, this is only the second time meeting. I'll eventually get better at making the jokes. Hopefully. Sometimes bad jokes are good too. I hope so, because these have been bad. You really haven't smiled too much. It's nice to see you smile. Even though it's because I'm being an idiot.